6 months ago, Sharon would have been out roaming the streets and hanging out with friends. Today, she's back in school thanks to the persistent coaxing of her normal tech teachers.
I actually dropped out of school around January. Actually, the first day of school, I came back to school. But after a few weeks, I had decided not to come to school. I've lost interest. Very boring. When I quit school, I thought that I shouldn't study anymore. I was wasting my parents' money. And I don't think I have future and all this.
Sharon's story is not new. Having already been relegated to the bottom stream, these students lost interest in their studies very quickly. Teachers and counsellors tell GetRail many of these normal tech students also have a greater propensity for delinquency. According to the Singapore Children's Society, 1/3 of kids who land up in court are from this stream.
You can't look at an NTech student as a person. You got to look into the social issues as well. A lot of them tend to come from the lower income families. A lot of them tend to have difficulties in their family backgrounds. They tend to be loyalists. They are people who are very sensitive. They will do a lot of things for their friends. And sometimes if they can be easily influenced by the other kids. So it's always very important to teach them how to manage their lives. All the NTech students are together. They are all grouped together. And then inevitably it creates a sense of feelingness, powerlessness I would call it. Feeling of demotivation in the sense that they realize they are not able to achieve things in the same regard as the other students. But this is where I believe the school is very important. It needs to address the issue early.
So in a bid to keep these kids in the classroom and off the streets, Bukit Batok Secondary introduced more hands-on life skills into the syllabus, taking a little off the heat of books and academic subjects. And with the introduction of classes such as robotics and stage management, the school hopes it will not only hold the attention of these kids, but also provide them with more alternative career options in the future. Sharon had a second chance, and that is exactly what former normal tech student May wanted.
I didn't have the interest of studying. Then I told my parents I wanted to stop school.
Okay, and what do your parents say to that?
They tried to talk to me a lot, but still I refused to go back. In March, I thought of going back to school, but then when I wanted to change to a different school, the principal was willing to take me in. But when in June I went to girls' home, when the principal found out that I came out from girls' home, he didn't want to take me because he was scared that I will influence all the students in that particular school. So after that, I didn't have interest.
So with excess time on her hands, May hangs out at the Round Box. Started as a drop-in centre for youths, the Round Box is where teenagers come to revel in song, dance and other performing arts. She doesn't want to be identified as her relatives do not know she has dropped out of school. Well, I'm here at the Round Box with some 20 young people. Started about 4 years ago by the Singapore Children's Society, 80% of the youth here are from the normal technical stream. And the message the Children's Society wants to bring across to these young people is that it's okay if you don't excel academically. Here, there are no textbooks, no exams, most importantly, no streams and no labels. All that counts is how much you enjoy performing. When it first started, it had only 20 plus kids. Today, Round Box sees a total of over 300 kids.
They are accepted without being judged, in the sense that whatever they want to express, however they want to express themselves in the performing arts, of course, they could do it. From the expression, they also then get to build up their own confidence and their esteem.
At the Round Box, I met Jeremy, another normal tech dropout. Let's start by telling me how you dropped out of school.
In a fight, then the principal, no, then argue with the principal. And the principal called my father. Then I say what, don't know say what to my father. Then at last drop out.
You're 16 years old. What do you want to be 5 years down the road? Where do you see yourself?
I think maybe circus or what.
A circus? That's very interesting. What do you want to do in a circus?
Like clowning, all that.
What? Tell me about this. Jeremy wasn't as expressive as I had hoped, and I couldn't get much out of him beyond his nonchalant and restrained replies. Over here at Roundbox, you've learned to be very good at something, and you brought it with you. Tell me what it is.
This one, Diabolu.
Okay. Are you going to show me how you do it?
Yeah.
It was only when he was asked to perform his Diabolo that Jeremy looked more at ease. He seemed to take genuine pride showing off his skill, which he has artfully mastered. Can we, dear? Bow la,
Some of them are very hard on themselves, you know. They start, after a while, they start, when everybody judge them outside the mainstream, they start having their own expectations.
When you say that they start having their own expectations, do you mean they start looking at themselves the way other people look at them?
Yeah, of course, that's normal for a lot of teenagers. Then they will start saying, okay, why? Why am I so different? But here we say, it's okay to be different.
At the Roundbox, youths like Jeremy and May find the acceptance they need. Here too, they have some respite to mull over their future. Tell me what you're doing now. What job are you doing now?
I'm working at Pizza Hut.
As a?
Just clean the tables and take orders.
Good for you, but is that what you want to do for the rest of your life?
No.
What do you want to do for the rest of your life?
People around look down in technical people, telling that we can't study much.
Do you think you will ever go back to school again?
No.
Why are you so sure?
I don't have the confidence of passing my exams.
Remember this movie?
少跟 EM3 的人来往，他们不会读书，会害你屁股退步。
哎呦，文福啊，你要死啊！从 EM 都读到 EM3 啊！你看我们的周明就不一样了。
For most of us, the movie was 2 hours of entertainment and heartfelt emotions. But for normal tech students, it's a reality they have to grapple with daily. Whether the perceptions of these students are justified or not, the normal technical stream is still very much a work in progress. New curriculum, more hands-on learning and different teaching methods are being initiated, all to further develop the potential of these kids. But perhaps what some of them hope for most is not so much a new syllabus, but a new mindset in those around them.
I'm not stupid. We are not stupid. Normal technical stream is not stupid. Don't look down on us.
They think about us in a positive manner, we act very positively.
We just take slower time to learn more, but we still can learn what they are learning.
NT is not normal technical. It's naturally talented.
Send your feedback and suggestions to getrail@channelnewsasia.com.